Okay. No freaking clue what happened there, but like everything turned off. But hopefully we're back. Thanks, Laz. Yeah, send a little refreshy, pretty please. Yeah, I literally everything just like turned off. It was so weird.
What do you don't want any trouble?
Oh, he's got a golden seed for 300.
Well, be on your way then.
Thank you, Laws. We'll use 2 of these guys. Refreshies, refreshies, refreshies. Alright, let me get this golden seed. Okay. Now, let's head over to... Damn. I have to go way into Caelid to get merchants there. Damn. Damn. Thank you everybody who hung out through the technical difficulties. Like I said, it was really strange because it wasn't like I didn't lose internet. Well, like I lost internet, but like everything turned off downstairs. So like that was really weird. But I appreciate those who hung out. Let's get this. You said F and Pink left? No, I didn't. I'm here. Is it gone again? No? Okay. I'm like paranoid now. It's rotten. It's all rotten. Okay. Let's see if we can... That's a Black Knight over there. That's dangerous. Alright, I need to see if we can somehow get... Oh, maybe I can kill Grail. And get those runes there. But yeah, I need to see if I can get to the Caelid merchants without dying to Caelid, like, enemies. Oh, I said F Pink and left. I gotcha. Okay. First, my brain read that as, like, you said F, like, the stream died, and then I left. My brain just read that wrong. My bad. Yeah. You know what? Rude. Rude. But also F Pink. Do I have a stone sword key? Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Who's here? Who's here? Who is this? Who is this? What is this? I had to refresh. Yeah. Well, I mean, Laz did say stream was back and to refresh and stuff. Never watch anyone ever again in my whole life. Also, what did I just get? Glovewort. Okay. Okay. Oh, Yaga, thank you for doing the BRB. Chat is like slowly like refreshing now. What a bummer too. What a bummer. Yeah, it, like I said, I don't know how it went down, but it did. There's a... I don't want none of this heat. Alright, there's a merchant over here. Please tell me you have something good. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to have something I can use against Moog. Like, Moog's shackle would be fantastic. When did blood oranges become raspberry oranges?
Welcome, valued Casties. I'm hungry.
Do you think that they taste the same? Or are you just saying, oh, here's a talisman pouch. Or are you just saying, like, that's what people, like, not advertise them, but that's what people, like, make them out to be? Usually it comes back on its own. Yeah, that's Twitch, though. That's Twitch being like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. If I might have to call my internet people and see if they'll replace my router or whatever. What are raspberry oranges? I imagine oranges that what? Taste like raspberry. I don't know, like blood orange is its own flavor, right? Oh my god. All right, I guess I'm not going over here. What do you have? No, 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 no. No. No! There's the stairs. Is there no stairs in this ruins? Yes, there are, right? Yeah, here they are. Fiber bitches, I demand that's what I'm saying. Like, why is ooh, I don't like this room. Oh my god, I don't like this room. 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 Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That was scary. Not worth for a golden rune 5. Not worth. Store said they're now called but I've never heard that they're called that. I've only heard blood oranges. I have not heard of raspberry oranges. Like genuinely. That was scary. Yeah, I'm very underleveled for Caelid, but I'm just trying desperately to go to all of the merchants that are available at this moment, in the hopes that maybe I can get something usable. Maybe. And then maybe I can kill Grail. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is still shooting at me? Like, who is still... Like, who still has the range? Boy and Ostellin. First of all, I'm taking your bell bearing. And then... Why? Why? Why do none of you have stuff? Oh, I need to go like way up here to Dragon Barrow. No, where's Fort Faroth? Here it is. That's where we got to go. I don't even see Grail. Maybe I'm still too far to see Grail. It's because I smoke the devil's lettuce. I don't even smoke the devil's lettuce. I vape the devil's extract. Where are you? you. Saint Trina's Smile. What are you? Starlight Shards. Great. 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 Alright, guys. Let's try the Celia skip one more time. Alright, Gowrie. What do you have? Do you have anything? Oh, nice hat.
I'd hoped a strapping. Don't fret. Should you accept, I will teach you.
I will teach you the secret of Celia.
Resting at the rot when the herb, but Millis for this. Seek the needle.
Can I buy from you yet?
I was secret.
Oh my god. Alright. Oh shit. Oh my god, there's a lobster. Oh. Alright, let's attempt the Celia skip again. Let's just see if it can be done. Okay, it can be done, but let's see if I can be done. I can do. Okay. It's possible. I know it's possible. One single time, I did it. One single time. Oh, stay where you are. Close. No, thank you. No! Oh my god. It did the thing where it locked my display, telling me where I... So frustrating. Get off your horse. Thank you. Holy shit. Ew? Why ew? Why are you being a poo? Oh, sugar plum. I should get that one done there. No, why didn't you pick up the thing? Game. No, game. The vape the devil's like. That's what I'm saying. Why ew? Why are you being haters? Why are you haters? Alright, let's see who is O'Neill. Oh, okay. That, I don't think that's doable quite yet. It's a Kalid, scaled Kalid tree avatar. I don't think it's doable yet. Well, I don't think that's doable yet. Alright, we need to get to Dragon Barrow because I need to kill Grail for some runes. Get out of the rock, please. Who's invading me? Who dare invade me? Moonrithel? Oh, hell no. Nope. I quit. I sacrificed myself. I'm not fucking with Moonrithel right now. Why am I getting like super hard bosses in this randomizer right now? Where even is Moonrithel? Blur? Where's this motherfucker? I can't move. I can't leave. I don't even see them anywhere. Oh, I hear them. They're trying. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. They found me. They found me. They found me. They found me. Moon Ripple, I swear, I give up. I don't want none of this heat. Did they, like, stop invading me? No. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a grace on this shoreline somewhere. Oh my god, why are you dumb? Thank you. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Okay, Moonrithel's gone. Please get on your horse. Thank you. Alright, where's the grace that's on the edge of the Ionian swamp before I die? I'm gonna die before I find this grace. I thought there was a grace right on the edge of the swamp. Oh, well, that's a merchant. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die before... Wait, I can just fast travel to a grace. I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. Alright, so we'll leave that, and then we'll go over here. Okay. Huh. No. Alright, so let me think. I mean, I just gotta start... Because I can't get to Fort Feroth. Because right here is, like, really where I need to go. But I would need to do the whole Celia thing. Unless I can get the Celia skip, which I am not a speedrunner. I don't think I can do it. I'm not really sure what else to do other than doing the whole puzzle, which is frustrating. I mean, it's not the worst. It's just the 3 lights. So, like, I could do it, but I really want to get the skip. Like, I just want to learn it, you know? Like, it's gotta be able to be done. I believe in you. Thanks, Tori. It's a difficult, like... It's just a really difficult speedrunning skip. And I've only done it 1 single time. Like, I understand the concept of it, but I just can't quite get... I can't quite get it. Like, I just... So basically you jump from this one, this, like, corner here, and you jump onto this branch. But then as soon as you jump onto the branch, you need to immediately change your direction and go, like, back onto the branch again. It's a little tough. And like I said, it's possible, but you just need to not suck like I do, and your horse needs to go where you tell it to go. Like what was that? No, too low. I don't quite understand the timing either, because I feel like I'm getting... Oh my God, stop doing that. Like, I feel like I'm getting enough... Like, I feel like I'm there, but I'm just not quite there. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, 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 okay. I got the first jump. I got the first jump that time, but I did not get the second jump. Just do the buttons that I push when I push them, and then we won't have this problem, Torrent. All right, we're doing the puzzle because clearly I am not a speedrunner because I don't fucking know what else to do there. I don't know. Like, I understand how to do it. I understand the concept. I understand the movement, but I just can't execute it. Which kind of sucks if you think about it. Like, I understand everything about it other than, like, the actual execution. Alright, please just don't let that lobster get me. Alright, this is number 2. And then number 3 is right there. Right there. Okay, or just... I was actually thinking you should just stand there, you know? Oh, okay, that's... Yep. Lobster! No! Great. Great, great, great. Missed that jump. Love that for me. Oh, oh my god. No! It seems pretty specific. Yeah, that's why it's like, that's what I like. I don't know why my mouth just got stuck on my words there. I understand the concept. I understand the movement. I understand, like, how it's supposed to be done. I understand all of it. I just can't execute it. And that's what I think drives me crazy the most. Because, like, I get it. Like, I get it. I understand it. Like, my brain understands how it's supposed to be done. I get it. But I just can't do it. And that's so frustrating. But also, like, I feel like I am suffering from, like, controller input because I use a Bluetooth controller. So I do feel like I have just the slightest input lag sometimes. And also, this horse does not ever want to listen. Alright, see, that fucking lobster over there is very, very, very inconvenient right now. Alright, we're here. We're here. Just don't get shot by the lobster. Be a thing. It could be. I mean, but also, like, I was playing earlier, and I was saying to Ray, I was like, you know what? There are two possibilities right now. I genuinely, honestly, am just, like, messing up my dodge timing, and, like, I'm just not doing it right, or I'm having some sort of input lag, even if it's, like, ever so slight. Oh my god, I can't believe I just... Ugh, annoying. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so there's a boss in here, so let's see who it is instead of these two. Because it's usually the... Hello? Whomst? Oh, this guy. Okay. Okay. So this is another speedrunning thing that I saw. Let me see if I can do it. So you go here. Okay. And then you go in this window here. Ooh! Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so you go out here. Okay. And you go in this window here. Why are you not staying? I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right. Okay, you go here on this leaf. Then you go from this leaf and you go to that window here. What? What the heck? Because basically, I have to end up there. This motherfucker is shooting at me. Okay. Oh, why won't why can't I stay? I am doing it right. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, go around. Oh, I did it. I did it, but how do you get how do you manage that jump across the back? Like, that's too far. Okay. How do you do that then, I wonder? Because that's too far. Like, that's that last jump at the end where you go around the back? Interesting. It's not even required, honestly. Like, I've opened the door I need to open. There's just a boss back there. Audio had come unsynced. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. My stream is just a hot mess all the time now. No, I definitely was doing it right. I watched somebody do it several times last night. I'm like 90% sure I was doing it right. But ooh, I just think I didn't time the ending jump properly. Oh, come on. Nope, no, please. I just don't think I was timing the last jump right. My end, not yours. Yeah, but it's probably has everything to do with just my garbage stream. No! Wait! I just got Moog's shackle!
Well, my flesh
Alright, so like maybe we can beat Moog now. Alright. 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 Let's see what we can do with Moog's shackle. That gives us basically two free, hits on him. It'll, stun him for long enough to get a couple, free hits on him twice. On a series of books, I was like, you love Sailor Moon, but an adult reader, you should read this. What's it called? It's clearly on your end. It's all good. Egon's loincloth. Love that. Okay. Where else can we go? Oh, I just lagged a teeny bit there. Where else can we go and potentially get stuff? mean, Celia Hideaway is like right over here. Right here. Is there a Grace in Celia Hideaway? Yes, okay. Mark of Chaos and Creation. Have you read the Marked books, Nikki and Yaga, if you're still here too? Have you read the Marked series? I have the first 4 on my bookshelf, and I think you guys would probably like them. You have? Yeah, I liked them. Ooh. No. You might like them. There's a spirit spring there, but where does that go? Ooh! That kind of goes where I need to go. I'm forgetting Minecraft controls. Did anybody see my dream that I posted in Discord? Because if you didn't, I am going to tell you guys about my weird fucking dream that I had the other night. What is? So, like, it's a I want to say witch, but like witch in like a very loose term, but it's like a magic fantasy kind of like young adult. And like you had like they each have different like markings, and like their markings like determine like what their abilities are and stuff. And it's about a girl who like knows nothing about like the fantasy world or whatever, but like she's marked, so she ends up like having to like discover her power and all that stuff. All right, can I put this? I probably can't put Grail to sleep, I would bet. Oh my god, that's gonna take way too long. Okay, hold on a second. What do we have that inflicts bleed? Let's use this. Yes, what the fuck was that? Okay, so guys, if you did not see the weird fucking dream I had the other day. So I had a dream that I was married to Cristiano Ronaldo, that soccer player. Keep in mind, I don't watch soccer. Like, I don't even like, yeah, he's like a good looking dude, but like, whatever. So I was married to Cristiano Ronaldo in my dream. And we were like on an island, but like it was like Pal World. So like it was like all of the pals from Pal World, but like like they were like really fucking scary, like straight up like scary ass dinosaurs. And we were like hiding and like running from the pals. It was so weird. This is gonna take forever. This is probably the rest of stream, honestly. Your Twitch keeps closing? I honestly don't know if it's me or not. This is gonna take so long. I don't have anything that does anything like any good damage. Oops, that was a waste. Jurassic Park. Yes, Jurassic Park Pal World weirdness, but like married to Cristiano Ronaldo for some weird reason. Damn, like, is any of this like good? It does not do good damage. I don't know. Yes. So yes, sexy dinosaur adventure, but I don't know why. Like I said, like I don't watch soccer. Like I like. Oh, she has Scarlet Rot. Nice. I don't know. It was so weird. I felt. Yeah, I couldn't tell you why. Like, I couldn't even tell you, like, why him. Because, like, you know, sometimes when people, like, watch a movie or watch something before they go to bed, you know what I mean? Oh, I Googled him? What does that mean? Craving human touch? But, like, I maybe subconsciously? I just, like, I don't know. Handsome, tall, I get it. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't watch soccer. Like, I'm not, like, some secret closet fan of the dude. Like, if I've seen him on an interview, I'd be like, oh, he's handsome. Like, whatever. But... I think Jack farted. He's 6'2". I do like tall boys, that is true. This is gonna take 7,000 years. Look at how little damage I'm doing. Like, I have to have something that does better damage than this. Like, I don't think she can be slept. Like, I don't think that's a thing. Hold on. Like, I definitely don't think she could be slept. But it doesn't matter. She doesn't move. It doesn't take much to be a tall boy to you. Like, do you guys ever meet somebody... Like, this happened when I met Yaga. Like, some people have, like, really, like, tall energy, and then you're like, oh, you're very small. Like, Nikki is one of those people, like, Yaga's one of those people that, like, they have really, like, big energy. Like, they have, like, tall energy, and then you meet them, and they're very little. We're about halfway. I think she's still rotted. It's called big dick energy, but, like, I guess it's the, like, the height equivalent of it, or, like, the female equivalent of it. I don't know. My imaginary wiener is huge, but your not imaginary body is very small. I don't know. It's just so funny. Like, some people just, like, give off, like, I don't give a fuck. Compact? That's a good word for it. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. I feel like this is doing decent damage, but let's try other stuff. Let's try balls. 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 Do not call your babies now. I've been punching you for 25 minutes. You can't talk about balls and weenies, but what am I supposed to call my iron balls? My iron spheres? I've 7.5. I'm not opposed to ladies that are taller than me, but most people I've dated have been shorter than me. I dated somebody who was shorter than me, and he used to get super upset when I would wear high-heeled shoes. Orbs, round boys. Hi, Tatiana. How are you? Welcome in. You're saying boars? Yes. Boars. Absolutely boars. We're getting close. And by getting close, I mean we probably have at least another 15 minutes of doing this. Once we do this, we'll get these runes. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll get these runes. And then we will put our shackle on, and then we'll try mode one more time. Sounds like someone who wasn't comfortable. Yes, that is true. But I feel like aren't men who are short self-conscious about being short? Like, isn't that just like how it works? Oh, you're not hung up on. Okay, yeah. So this is supposed to be inflicting bleed, but I feel like it's just not. Oh, there's a bleed. There it is. That was a big chunk of health there. Got over that a long time ago. Fair. I mean, I've dated both. Like, well, I guess all three. Like, I've dated guys shorter than me. I've dated guys taller than me. And I've dated guys that are, like, around the same height as me. Like, either way. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, what does this do? Hold on. Let me drink this. What does Savage Claws do? Oh, that's kind of cool. Doesn't do like a oh, there's another bleed. Oh my gosh. Okay. We might actually be closer than we think because I've gotten 2 bleed procs with these already. See if I can get another bleed proc. Unless they strictly date Shorty. Yo, Shorty. I didn't hit a single one of those. Wow. There we go. Please give me another bleed. La 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 bleed. Come on. We're so close. We're so close. Just bleed. Just bleed again. You've got to be so close to another bleed. Yay! Yay! Give me runes. Give me runes. Yay! Yay! All right, let's go level up and let's try Moog one more time. All right. Crazy. Craziness, craziness, craziness. Okay. So, what do I want to put stuff into? So if I put more into my intelligence, okay. All right, let's try frickin' Moog again. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, how? How are you supposed to do this so early game? Like, I'm going to have to, like, just memorize his move set. Like, it's just what I'm gonna have to do. Like, that a warming stone, freeze grease. Can you? I don't think you can use freeze grease on the Saint Trina sword though. Okay. All right. So we're going to put money, please. Oh my god.
Busted Wagger just resubscribed for 35 months.
35
Money, please.
Money, please. Busted, thank you so much for 35 months. That's crazy. Thank you so much. How are you? Welcome in. How's things? half isn't necessary. I'll give it to you, though. I'll give it to you, though. Oh, should I? Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do, I don't know. That might not be the best idea, but we'll see. All right, let's try. Let's try. Ugh. Texas is cold as fuck. I know, dude. Tennessee, it was 6 degrees this morning when I got in my car. Like, what is that shit? What is that shit? What is that shit? Okay. Hello, sir. Please. Please, no. No! I looked at my fucking staff again. Oh my god. Yeah, gang up on him while he's down. What? Okay. I can do that one more time. But I can only do it phase 1 if he's going to phase 2. Oh, come on. I looked at... My god. I hate that so much. Like, why? Why are you looking at your fucking... Ooh! Who died? Oh. Rozier died. Can he be slapped? I'm not sure he can. Yeah, this is not enough still. Alright, I can do that one more time. Can you get slapped? Can you be slapped, please? No! No! Ah! Okay, it's doable. I think it's doable. I think it's doable. And I think it's not real Moog. I think it's sewer Moog. So I don't think he'll knee heal. So I think it's doable. I think it's doable. Okay. I think it's doable. All right, let's put sleep on our thing. Let's grab him. Let's do this. I might have screwed myself. I might not have enough. Oh, I do. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's sewer Moog. I'm pretty sure it's not real Moog. Oh my god, lag. Why are we doing this now? Lag, not right now. Oh my god. I'm just standing in the fucking fire. Nice. Good. Give me a crit, please. Get out of the fire. Get out of the fire. Get out of the fire. Damn, he can throw the fire so freaking far. Okay. I have no more of that, and I only have this shit. Okay. Nope. Ooh. Damn. Come on, Ordovis, please help me out here. Nope. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. I think it's doable. I think it's doable. I just need more, I need more health and I need more mana. And I just don't have it. This is vitality. I don't know. I don't know. Do I have any upgrade stuff, though? These are both sombers, and I don't think I have any somber stones yet. 2, 3, 4. I don't have a somber 1. All right, let me see. Let me see what I can do at the round table. Well, what if I do... Because I technically have this staff, which lets me cast incantations and sorceries. It's, oh, this is so frustrating because it's doable. It's totally doable. Because it's not real Moog, it's sewer Moog. Which I know doesn't mean anything except for to people who play the game. But it's doable. It's definitely something that can be done. It's just... Alright. Does multi-rings of light do more? Oh, it's a continual. Okay, okay. Woo! Pretty much Moglite, yeah. Okay, give me the crit, please. There we go. Okay. Backing up. Taking more of this. Okay. This is all I've got left. Okay, get a frost proc on him, please. Get a good old frosty boy, please. Ooh! Get in there, get in there. I'm not gonna make it. Nope. No! No! Huh? Rushy air, my dude! Okay, get out. Get out. Heal. Oh. No, I am totally trying to get out of here. Alright, that's literally all I've got left. Oh, Ordovis is gone now. Nope. I can do one more ice crack, probably. Shit. Okay. Come here, you bitch. Why are you running away? Get out of the fire! Oh! Okay. It's doable. It's doable. I missed the second crit. For whatever reason, she just decided to take her time running over there. Okay. I wish I had something to go in my physic, though. I wish I had something to go in my physic. But I got no tears. I got no tears when I picked up the physic. Oh, where's Roderick? Here you go.
Greet, my name isn't this the round table? I never knew, although I'm still looking.
Yeah, I know. Can you
For giving me that? It was as if you have my
take this? Oh, pest thread. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Pest threads might be a viable option here. Pest threads might be a viable option. it tracks. Oh, let me talk to Hugh. It tracks the motions. Marbs! Thank you so much for 26 months. That's crazy.
Marbsman just resubscribed for 26 months.
Good evening. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, what can I sell for some runes? Alright, we'll sell all these. We'll sell that. Sell that. That. Okay. What else can I sell? Those. Sell all of those. Those. Okay. Where does that put me for leveling now? Saw that new monitor, very jealous. Yeah, I did get it a little while ago. But I only posted that picture in like response to CD's post. But yeah, thank you. It's pretty cute. I don't have a somber one, I don't think. Yeah, see, I don't have a somber one. Maybe I can get a somber one from them. Hold on. It's so frustrating because it's doable. Like, it's definitely doable. This boss is beatable. What else has been going on? Honestly, life is not too great right now, but we're doing our best to hang in there. This, okay, temporarily boost lightning. That doesn't help me. 2 larval tears. Smithing stone 1. That doesn't really help me. What is this? Is this a somber? That's a somber 2. That doesn't help me. Is this a somber 1? Somber 1. There we go. Nice. Okay. So, now we can level up our staff. I think a couple times. Oh, I don't know how many runes we're gonna have left though. Oh, Roderica, can you go over there now?
I'm still looking. It's not easy. I don't believe. If I do, I suppose I'll ask Ma certainly. I know I can tell.
I can tell. He's a gentle soul. He is. He is very gentle. Hello. Roderica wants you to teach her. Okay. Now, let's strengthen this. Okay. So we have a Staff of the Great Beyond +4 now. So maybe that will give us... Maybe that will give us some levels. Or some extra damage there. Alright, so let's rest so that Roderica will move. I don't think I have a ghost... Great ghost level 1.
I have you to. I can happily. I'm as yet. But and if there's well, I search Roderica.
No, I don't have a ghost 1. Anything we can do to help? No, honestly, it's just life right now. My mom and I had a huge blowout, and pretty much I'm looking for a place to live, so it's just a little stressful right now. But it's fine. Wait, this is the shadow sunflower. That's so funny. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Nobody else has a tier, huh? There's only the lightning tier. That's the only one. The unalloyed gold needle. Good to have for quest stuff. Attack power boosted further when blood loss occurs? That, like, might... That might actually be really good specifically for Moog. Boosts physical attack power and arcane once attack power boosted further when blood loss occurs. That's actually not, like, the worst trade. It's a somber 2. Damn, none of these. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this thing. I think it was this one. Yeah, I might try this. I really don't know. What is this? No. Howl of Shabriri. Building up madness and foes. Don't need that. Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. Causes blood loss. I mean, for 600, I'm just gonna grab it for 600. All right, let's try this one more time. Let me see. The Dragon Katana is like pretty decent. But let's see. Let's see. Okay. I don't think I can get a compound going. Yeah. Probably not a good time. All right, let's give this a try. Okay. Summon this motherfucker. Drink a thing. Alright, now pestilence. Okay, that does not do a lot of damage. This looks disgusting. Woo! I was totally not paying attention because I was watching my health. Rogier, my dude, come on. You didn't even try. Oh, he can interrupt that? Okay, that sucks a lot that he can interrupt that. Okay. Oh, come on. Playing more Marvel Rivals. I literally don't think I've played in like a month now. I haven't played since Sue Storm got introduced, which I actually like did want to play as her. Let's try this one. I don't know. Frenzied Burst. It's so frustrating because I could do it. I can get so close. It's doable. That does not a lot of damage. He's got to be close to a stagger, man. There it is. No, get the stagger! Get the stagger! You son of a bitch. Rogier, like, what is your deal, my dude? Why are you the worst? Oh, come on. I was literally healing, you son of a bitch. I think that's close enough. Not close enough. Dude. This is not even real Moog. Nice. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. What takes so long to use the shackle? I could have totally gotten that if she didn't take so long to use the shackle. All right, one more attempt, and then we're gonna probably raid out. I still think that the triple ring... I still think that the Rings of Light do more than any of the other stuff did. But this... the Ash of War on this is not horrible, honestly. Stay until success? No. I fell for that last time. And I'm not falling for that again. Oh, we just don't? Okay, that's cool. I'm so glad that we just don't do the things that I push the button for. Oh, come on! I dodged! Bullshit. Oh, get out of here. Bruh. Now watch of passing skill. Come on, no, please! Heal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get out! Get out! Why? Why do we just stand around? Why? Explain that to me. No, 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 I literally need one more Ash of War, please. You son of a fucking bitch! What was I was against the wall. God damn it. Oh, it's doable. It's so doable. It's so doable. It's right there. It's so doable. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, it's so doable. It's so doable. It's doable. It's doable. I know it is. I just need to stop getting stuck in stupid places. And I need my character to push the buttons that I, like, tell it to. Like, yeah. Like, let's not dodge into his attacks, huh? Oh my god, no stamina. No stamina, no stamina. Get out of here. I'm so screwed. Jesus Christ. Post, please. Thank you. Okay. Back up, back up, back up. Nope, you're not. Oh my god, I just lost both of them at once. That sucks. Ah. Shit. Of course, now I can't cast because I don't have enough room. I don't have enough space. Get out of the fire. Why are you being stupid? Please get out of the fire. Nope, nope, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. Yep. This is doable. Why is she just not... Like, you guys can see the buttons. You see the buttons right there on my screen. You see the buttons. And sometimes she just is just... She's just not doing the buttons. Like, there was a couple times where I was, like, hitting the dodge button. And she was. And then there was a second time where I did a second Ash of War, and she just didn't. It's so frustrating! Alright, 54. This is doable. This can be done. This can be done if we're just not stupid. It can be done. I know it can. Oh my gosh, we just got stuck on the environment. Love that. Love that so much. One more. Okay. Let's shackle while I heal up. Okay. There we go. Let me get the riposte, please. No, let me get the riposte, you idiots. Ah, idiots. Woo! Get off me, please. Get off me, please. Nope, 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 nope. No, no! I am pushing the dodge button! Oh, it's not even like, it's not even showing my shit. How long has it been doing that, guys? How long has it not even been doing the buttons? Like, why do I even have it on? Guys, you can't let me just do dumb shit like this all stream. I don't know why nothing ever wants to work. It was working earlier. That's so crazy. I didn't notice. Like, so, like, it didn't... that's crazy. That's crazy. Especially because I've been, like, talking about... Like, you guys can see me push the buttons. Oh my god! You shouldn't be able to knock them out. Like, you shouldn't be able to knock me out of a Ash of War. If I can't knock him out of attacks, like, that's not fair. Rajier is already dead. Cool. Thank you for your contribution.
Passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in our veins.
Why are we focusing on me? Oh. The game, chat, and your cam, so the controller. I just the only reason that I say something is because I've mentioned it several times, and that's why I was like, how did nobody notice that it wasn't working when I've talked about it? That's if I had never mentioned it and if I had never said anything about it, it would be whatever. But I've actually, like, I've mentioned, like, the controller thing on the screen. It's fine. I just turned it off. I don't know why nothing ever wants to work. Like, literally, I went live today, or I opened OBS today, and every single thing in OBS was like, you've been logged out of your Twitch account. Like, it's just been a week since I streamed last. Like, why do you gotta make me feel so bad, OBS? Can we get out of, like, the fire? Okay, no, we can't. My stamina is hard struggling today. Okay, get this back. Nope, nope, nope. Oh my gosh. Dude, Rajier is, like, struggling right now, for reals. Get off me! Get off me! Get off me! Like, focus on my summons. Get off me. Can I shackle again? You... Son of a bitch! Why? This is doable. This is doable, and I'm getting, like, so close, and then something stupid keeps happening. This is so doable. This is so doable. Oh, frustrating. 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 All right. Let's see who we can throw a raid to. All right, we're gonna go to Gigi. Gigi's playing Star Dude. She's being a Star Dude. She's being a Star Dude. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the love and all the resubs and everything. But yeah, I appreciate I appreciate you being here. And like I said, I'm trying to be a better streamer. I really like I wish you guys would understand that I'm trying so hard to be better, and it's just life just has other plans. But I'm trying. I'm really, really, really trying. And I just hope you guys understand that, like, I'm trying. I'm really trying. But yeah, go say hey to Gigi and all that jazz. And I hopefully we'll see you on Friday if all goes well. But go say hey to Gigi, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Probably, hopefully Friday. Hopefully Friday. Fingers crossed Friday. Good night, guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all. Copy and paste. Don't forget. Don't forget, copy and paste.